Hey, 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 friends and travelers. It's Michelle, the MP Travel Specialist. So on Facebook, a business page live today. Today is all about goal setting. This is my main man.
Hello,
Rick
how you
Cuevas, my husband. And let's see, and we're partners in this, and so he's, here for support and all in. So we are here for goal setting today. We did the vision board last Saturday. And so hopefully you guys got yours done. Remember, you could have it on a big poster board, or you could, like I really like to hear this from one of my gurus, is that I just have it in a little binder. And then I put mine on construction paper, but it could be on just any piece of paper you want. And basically it could be one page, I think. Honey, you got front and back. Let me see.
Yes.
So he's just got front and back. And so you could do whatever you want with it. Now, even since then, remember I said you can add to it and potentially they could change over time. Right, honey? Like yesterday I came home and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about my yacht. And I was like, how much is a yacht? And then he starts throwing out $500 million, and it was after work, and he I was like, $500 million? I was like, man, I really got to set some serious goals to get to that. But, I have this vision. I'm going to add a yacht to mine. And the other one is then I want to open a clinic and do a clinic where you will want to come to, that you're like, hey, we going to see, we going to whatever, the Michelle's clinic today. I don't know, whatever it's called. It's gonna have a better name. But where people want to be there, want to, be seen and feel like they are the stars of that. And I know it can be done, and I've never seen it worked in a million places. And for me, it's not about the money. It's about the experience. Of course, money is a part of that, but it's also about being my own boss and living my own dream. And I want my patients to come in and be happy to be there as much as you can be happy to be there, but you can make it awesome. So anyways, that is going on that dang board. Now, I don't plan to staff it the whole time, right? Like, I'm going to have people who are in that space, staff it, awesome people. I've already had interest. They know I've been having this clinic kind of thought for a while, but wasn't going there. So anyways, it's going to be the best ever. So I'm adding that to my vision board. So you can change it and morph over time. And sometimes you just don't think of everything. So that's okay. Your big dreams can change, or you can add to it. So to get to those dreams, a dream without a goal is just a wish, right? So goals are the roadmap to get you there, and so you need to do that. If a wish that Aladdin isn't around, there ain't no genie, right? So that does not mean that, your dreams are going to come true just by wishing it, and putting on a piece of paper. You have to do the work, but it's motivating you to get that done. And, sometimes it can seem overwhelming, right? Like, I don't know, my family compound, and it's not going to be a compound.
Resort.
I know, I keep saying compound. That's like military. Ain't going to be that. But I can't help but keep saying.
Like Waco, Texas.
Like a cult. Yeah. It's a cult. Yeah, we don't want no cult. We want
a resort. Okay.
I'm a resort paradise kind of gal.
Compound.
And so, but it's going to be all my family there. And you kind of like, pull your resources, that kind of thing. And what do you call it? So I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, you have to have that big dream and then work towards it. That compound, that resort isn't just going to happen. It just doesn't pop out of thin air. So anyways, that's what today is about. So you should have your vision board. And if you don't, it's okay. You can go back and do that. It's just more helpful for you to visualize, but visualize some dreams right now and think big.
Everybody has dreams, yeah.
Right.
Everybody got dreams and goals.
And so I have this statistic that I keep hearing over and over, and I wanted to write it down so I remembered to tell you. So studies show that you're 42% more likely to achieve a goal just by writing it down. And guess what? I think there's some truth to that. You know why? Because That's why they have you like go to Weight Watchers. That's why they have you, join a gym and, get in a group, right? A community of things you're interested in, because they help. They make you feel accountable. You don't want to not show up, right? And so that's a good thing, And so in my case, like my 30-day live, I was like, oh man, the first day I did it, I said, okay, I'm going to be doing my 30-day live challenge because I need to get better, because I'm, just not myself on it. And it was my, it's my weakness, right? And I'm like, but I need this so people can know about me and can come and, work with me, can come and have me book their amazing travel dreams and escapes, But you have to, in my case, I have to get to know people. And so we're not at the supermarket. We're not at a resort, although let's go. That'll be my future, doing some events at some places, and that'll be fun. But anyways, so you basically you need to write this down, okay? And then you think big. So what we're gonna do is dream big. Look at what is our 5 years. In 5 years, what is our life gonna look like? So whether it's travel, family, freedom, health, that kind of thing. And I have some bullet points here so I don't forget. But it's really easy. It's like all there in my brain, but it's important to make sure that you know what we're trying to do. So in 5 years, what does your dream life look like, right? So maybe you're not going to be at your vision board goals, although you can certainly do that. If one of your dreams is to be the boss of your company, and you're like, I'm going to do it in 5. I am going to go be playing golf with Tiger Woods in 5 years because that is my dream and it is going to happen. So you need to believe. And you know what? When you believe, it does happen. It happens, but not just by itself. It happens because you have to feel the fire. And that's what these vision boards do. They give you the fire. Because when I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, yes, that is what I want. It reminds you. You need motivation and reminding like you need showers very frequently, okay? And I heard that somewhere, and I'm going to use it till I die because it's gold. It's gold. Yeah. So start with your 5-year goals. Okay, so your 5-year goals, so whatever that looks like. So where do you want to be? So travel. If you dream of going to Italy or Greece, which of course I do, and I'm going next year, that is my goal. And so you set a date, right? And so I did. I set a date. And then you either can open a travel savings account or, do some steps. That could be your goal, right? I'm going to open a travel savings account, or I'm going to go book it and make payments. You got to put a step down. There's multiple options to that, right? But make it happen. You can make payments on your travel, right? If that's something you want to do. Health, instead of saying, get fit, right? You have to set more specific goals. So in 5 years, right, are you going to be your goal, fitness level, right? So then you're going to be like, so I'm going to be, but you got to make it, actionable. So what is it, or what is the objective, right? So I will be, my goal is in 5 years, I will be my goal weight. Do we have to talk about that exactly? No, you know my goal weight. I am going to be at my goal weight and maintaining, I'm going to say, for the past, I'm going to say for the past year, at least. So maintaining steady. So that is the overarching goal. Now, that doesn't mean I won't meet it beforehand, because now, and the same thing about the travel. If you feel like, oh, I'm going to go travel the world and I want to go on this world tour thing in 5 years. Well, so you put that goal on there and you're going to put steps to that. Okay. So then we're going to break it down. Okay. So you want to be there in 5 years. Is that your ultimate goal that you're going to make? Or is it just another step to your final goal, right? Like if you want to be a millionaire, when? Like in a year? I mean, you should be realistic, but hey, if you think you can do it, or not just saying you do, you're helping yourself believe, that you can do it, and you're taking these steps, okay? And the more fire you have, the more likely you are to succeed. If you've ever heard of someone, having a dream and it sounded insane. I can't remember Andrew Carnegie's, book, his famous book, which is not coming to me at the moment, but you know, there was this kid who wanted to go work with, say, and I can't remember who it was, Alexander Graham Bell or some great person, right? Thomas Edison or something. He was determined. He didn't have any skills. He didn't have anything. And he just knew that that is what he had to do. In his head, there was no other option. And so he went to his house and he kept showing up and he kept telling him and he kept, you know, saying, you know, trying to be persuasive. And guess what? Finally, he got it. I mean, like, you know, it's almost like, how could you not? You know, how could you not want this person to be your apprentice or whatever when they're obviously set on it, right? That's the kind of people you want with you. And so, but he had his mind, there was no other option. And so he did it. So then you need to break it down, okay, to 1 year goals, 6 month goals, 3 month goals, and 1 month goals, okay? So you're trying to say, where is that dream at? And then just break it down. I think, you know, you could certainly do 10-year goals. You could start up there if that's where you ultimately think that that one's going to be, and then break it down to 5 and 4 and 3. But anyways, then it is more important, or very important, to break it down right now. What are you doing in the next 30 days? So me, for instance, you know, weight loss goals, toning goals, doing that within the next 30 days, right? So previously my goal was that I was at least doing my exercise in some form every day, or 3 times a week consistently, okay? Because it always goes up and down. And then I was like, I don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be cardio and weights. It could be one or the other, whatever. So now my goal is every single morning, I'm going to get up and do some form of exercise, right? And they say it takes 21 days to build a habit. So it does, right? So 30 days, you get going. And I also have some great motivating books. Remember, I put on The Slight Edge, which is a book by Jeff Olson, which is amazing to help you get the right mindset, okay? To keep you moving towards your goals and ultimately your vision, the overall dream that you have, okay? And that's why you need these vision boards and this personal development and this motivation. So in 1 month, so it needs to be actionable, right? Like, what am I doing? You know, objective, right? So I am going to, every single morning, in my case, I am going to do some form of exercise, whether it's my weights or my cardio, and that's it. So every day, okay? So I've already met my previous goal, and now I'm stepping it up. And then in 3 months, so then I'm hoping in 1 month that I'm going to drop 10 pounds, okay? So now they say realistically it's, 1 to 2 pounds a week. And so technically I probably should say 8 to 10 pounds. I'm not, and I love all the weight loss drugs out there. I promote them. I help patients with them. I love those, but I'm not doing any of those. This is all going to be through my diet and exercise, because I've done it before and I'm going to do it again, and this needs to stick. So I want to drop 8 to 10 pounds in the next month, and I'm going to do that by exercising in some fashion now every single day. And when you write that down, so I'm going to write it down. And honey, you should be thinking about yours. So, oh, here's your pin. I took his pin. So then you need to write that down, right? So that is my goal, but I have the steps that I need to back it up with. And then in 3 months, what am I going to be doing? I want to add, that I'm going to lose another 10 pounds, right? So another 10 pounds within that 3 months. So that's 20 pounds within 3 months. I'm trying to be realistic. And also then I am going to say, I want to, in that 3 months, get more consistent with doing my weightlifting. So, right now I'm doing cardio or weightlifting, and then I'm going to be I want to more focus on doing more weightlifting. So I want to make sure that I'm doing weightlifting of each body part, and I'm going to say every other day, a body part. Every other day a body part. I think, yeah. I think that's good because then I'm doing the cardio as well on multiple days. And so anyways, you need to get your goals set, okay? So financial, you want to save $5,000, break it into $100 a week. Suddenly, right? It's doable. That's a doable amount, right? Wouldn't you say? And then you want more family time? We'll start with one tech-free, and I have some notes here because I want her to remember, tech-free dinner, once a week. And then little traditions become wonderful, right? Then you start doing it. It's like, oh my gosh, that's good. And you can build on that. Your health, and we already talked about that. And then we already talked about that. So let's talk about some quick fun facts, okay? So people who visualize their goals daily are twice as likely to achieve them. So remember, you want to wake up in the morning, you want to look at your vision board. So in your own time, not with all these distractions, even if it's just 5 minutes, you want to look at your vision board, remind you, because this is your motivation for the day, right? And then you're going to look at your goals and remind yourself of that. So every single day. And then there's another step. We're going to be doing affirmations. And so maybe, I don't think we need a whole hour on this. This is like spitballing here, just trying to help you be successful and of course help us be successful. And I've never done this. And so I'm just kind of on here spitballing it with you, trying to help you out. However, I do know what you need to do. Right. You just got to do the work. And I can't really tell you that, just giving you some examples. And there is lots of good info, easy to find on the internet, ChatGPT, right. Things like that to really help inspire you if you feel you're not creative. ChatGPT, guys, if you haven't tried it, it is amazing. Now, it still makes me crazy because it does not take over everything, but when you want something and you have questions and you feel like you're not creative, oh my gosh, for so many reasons, it is an amazing tool. So try it, I promise. It will help you put in what your thoughts are. Oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, and give me some ideas of goal setting, right? Or some goals. Yeah. And how about tell it 30-day goals, 3-month goals, 6 months goals. It will help you. Okay, ChatGPT is a tool to help you. And I love to introduce people to that. So I'll be at work and they'll be like, oh, I got to write this memo. Is this like good? I'll be like, oh, let me show you ChatGPT. Or we'll be talking about some and I'm like, let me show you the magic of ChatGPT. Now, it isn't all knowing, but it is awesome. So give it a try.
Our kids use it all the time now.
Right, yeah. Our kids told us they're using it to help start a garden, right?
Yeah, they do it for everything.
All sorts of things. But they're doing it to garden. My son did it to help know how to clean his dog's wound. And the vet told him he did a fantastic job. And he's like, thank you, ChatGPT, because he didn't know what to do. Anyway, so I promise, go in there, put in your vision, put in, just one of your goals, like your travel goal or your, maybe your job goal or your health goal, and then ask it to help you if you don't know how to break it down. And then you could tweak it, of course, because it doesn't know everything and it's not you. But you got to be serious, put it down if you want to succeed. Yeah. And then, so I don't know, is anybody here ready to make 2025 your years of the goal? You don't need to be doing it on New Year's Day, okay? That is just BS. Yeah. You do it whenever, right? Yeah. Whenever. And right now is the time. Don't waste time because time is your friend. So you start now. When you get down the road, you're going to be closer to your goal. So you don't want to wait. And so if you had no limits, what dream would you want to come true first? So drop that in the comments, share, whatever. It's just for fun. So if I had one dream, which one do I want to have first? I would say that, so I definitely...
I want to hear it.
Our Greece Mediterranean trip. But if I'm looking bigger, the really big one, I want to do that world cruise, that 120 to 180 day cruise. So that's one. Why not? Why can't that one be first? So
that's a long cruise. Yeah, that's
Heck yeah. Guys, that's why I'm doing this, because I want to work from anywhere, and that means I can work on a cruise ship. We were working in Costa Rica. We were working where we were in Atlanta. We working in San Diego. Like, I'm everywhere and working and often on my phone.
Just got to make sure I have a spare jet ski on the side of the cruise ship. That's some scuba gear. I'll be okay.
But, you know, every successful person you admire, you know, started with one small step. They did not get to where they are by, you know,
Hard work.
by doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
By not setting goals, by just wishing it.
Yep.
So you have to start. And I promise you, try this. Do the 30 days. See what happens. Tell me I'm full of... I'm not. I'm not. If you do this and you hold yourself accountable and you do it, and you can. You know, everybody, all those successful people. So let's address this. So I love this. All those successful people only have 24 hours in a day, just like you.
Yep.
Everybody only has 24 hours in a day. And that includes people with kids, people with jobs, these successful people all over the place, right? 24 hours. So it's how you use those 24 hours that matter. Netflix ain't gonna get you nowhere, you know, nowhere. And in fact, I think since we have really been, we do like some Netflix though. It doesn't mean you can't indulge here and there, but really, when you're on Netflix, what could you be doing? You could be getting your exercise in, trying to get fit.
True.
You could be doing your goals here, because remember, 42% of people are more likely to be successful if they write down their goals. You have to envision it. I mean, you can't.
That's amazing.
It isn't gonna just come out of thin air, you know. And so anyways, then you know, this other fun fact: the average person spends more time planning a vacation than their life.
I believe that.
If you flip that, right, you're gonna be unstoppable. Isn't that funny that you plan?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You spend more time planning a vacation than your life? That's insane. Become the CEO of your house. Get goals. You know, another saying that I like is that, you know, you are going to move forward in one way or another. You are not going to stand still. You are going to either grow and get better, or you're going to stay the same. That's it. So you have two options. You're going to stay the same. And of course, if you're being sedentary and watching all the Netflix, I mean, actually you're probably going to go down a little bit, right? Because you're probably going to gain all that weight. You're not going to meet any of your goals. You might have more difficulty, you know, trying to get to your goals because of your health conditions. But then you have the other choice, is make some goals and do some things that will help you reach your dreams. And it starts with today. It starts with 30 days. And then you go to the, 60 days, the 3 months, the 6 months. So I promise, and I'll have more book. I'm going to give another book recommendation on Monday. I have so many exploding that I want to tell you about. Start with The Straight Edge. I think that's a really, really good motivating book for anyone who has goals. And even if you're a rich millionaire, you have more goals, all of these things, it doesn't matter what level you're at. It is good. It is gold, and it will help you start getting in the right mindset. So you need this, and it's not like it's rocket science, but it is proven to help you do better, think better. You got to get the negativity out of your life. You have to believe. Because, you know that other saying, if you think you can't, you can't.
That's
right?
That's what they say.
And if you think you can, you will. If so it matters. Your mindset matters. So get negativity out of your life. La, la, la. I don't listen to it. I will win. I will have my yacht. I will have my cool clinic. I will do the world cruise one day. And what am I going to set for my goal? I'm thinking 5 years for that world cruise is a good goal. I'm going to say that.
Realistic, yeah.
So, and if it happens sooner, hell yeah. But I'm going to say the world cruise, 5 years. That is my overarching thing. And what am I going to do to get there? Well, guess what? I'm here with you. I am getting it out there. I'm a travel agent. I can help you travel. I am keeping my health good so that I can travel, and I can feel good about it. I am watching, my finances, doing things like this to help me attain that goal. I am doing self-improvement stuff, personal development, help me focus on reaching that goal. I'm doing all these certifications in travel to be the best for you and for me. And you can't resist this. What a better travel agent? A fun, professional travel agent. And then, so I'm not going to go on the other one. I forgot I have to separate the two, but the two businesses. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But listen, it can happen. Everything I have set my mind to do, even though it felt impossible. I grew up with no money. My family did not have money. We ate beans and taters.
Taters and beans.
I grew up in a trailer, and you know what? It was pretty cool. Of course, I wish I had a pool, but I didn't think about it at the time, but now I do. But anyways, I did not have things put in my lap. I didn't know how I was going to pay for college, but guess what? I didn't even think about it. I was like, I'm going to college, and I went and signed up. I said, how do I go to college? And, I didn't have great mentors in school, but I knew that I was going. And then whenever I set my mind to something, I never, ever thought it wasn't possible. And I didn't give a damn about the debt. It didn't sound good, but you know what? I thought, well, if I want to go here and I have to do it, then I have to do it. And you know what? I have reaped the benefits of it. And, it just worked out. I believed. And I did it with kids. I always had kids. I think I had 3 by the time I was 18. 4. That's nuts. I don't recommend that. But anyways, they awesome. But you know what? I knew I would do it. That's not normal. It's not normal. But the point is, I did. I went to MP. So had 7 kids. We raised 8 kids. I went to school. I went all the way to my doctorate. But I went to school. Again, no money. Nobody handed me nothing. I didn't have my parents watching my kids, maybe a little bit for like when we moved to Oklahoma for a bit, but we just knew it would happen. And I don't know, the cosmic universe, I'm telling you, it comes. We believed it was going to happen, and things just worked out where we kept going, huh? We had
hard work, but we did it.
How do we do it? The daycare, everything.
A lot of work, a lot of hours.
So listen, but I had a goal, and there was, and I had a goal, and there was no stopping us. I knew that I was going to reach that goal. So remember that. I hope that helps you, that inspires you. And, it does help me because it made me really look at my goals. And now whenever you read all your personal development books that are going to help you stay in the right mindset and help you need personal development books. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. First one I recommend. Do any, but I'm going to give another one. I'm going to drop another one on Monday. I have several, and it's so hard not to tell you all at once, but you can't read them all at once. And so I'm going to just put them in little pieces. You can go back on my profiles, and you can see the books that I'm recommending. And maybe I'll find a spot to do that a little better at too, maybe more easily. But anyways, I will recommend another one on Monday. Let me know if you have any questions, if I can help. But I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe in you.
I believe in you.
And you can do it. No matter what, you can do it. No matter what your situation is right now. If you are, I have a lot of patients, they've been doing drugs, getting a divorce, they've been in rehab. And yes, I'm using kind of like a worst case scenario, but to show you that they have even taken themselves up. They're very inspiring. They have taken themselves up by the bootstraps, and they are, one step at a time, rehab, and they can have everything they want as well. Mm-hmm. You can. It doesn't matter. You have to take the first step and do the work and use the resources, that are there for you. Find the resources. If you believe it's there, it's already in the universe. And I'm learning that. I'm loving that kind of mantra from the current book I'm reading, which I'll tell you about later because I love it. I just want to tell you, read them all. But it is already in the universe. So no matter where you're at, life is good. Life will be better. And you just have to set some goals and work towards it, because nothing, you will not get it, will not fall in your lap. Okay?
Nope.
So, this is supposed to be an hour. I don't see, it says comments will appear here. I don't see anybody on here. That's okay. You can always watch the replay later, and I will put some tips up there. I know it's like, what do you really talk about? But I hope that's helpful. You need to do it. That's the bottom line. And I just want to reach out. I love to help everybody be healthy and successful. I love rooting for everybody. I'd love to hear about your wins. Tell me about a goal you recently reached, or one that you're reaching for. Make it recent, make it coming soon, make it, farther in the future. We can build a community here. It's not just about me doing travel. It's about me helping people live a better life. And that is an extension of my nurse practitioner. I want to help you live a better life. I want to motivate you, make it positive. And I'm on this journey with you as well. But I care, and I love to have fun. So yes, I'm a professional, but boy, do I like to have fun. It's about to get ridiculous. I just need, my job's coming down, and I'm going to have a lot more fun with this. And this is to reach out to you, to connect with you. And I'm here for you, okay? And so we are in this journey of life together. So please comment, tell me your goals, anything. I'm here, okay? So till next time. All right, dream big. Bye, y'all.
Peace out.
This could last an hour. This is not enough. Go make your goal list. Go make your goal. Do your vision board. Make your goals. I'm here for you. You could do it. Give me a comment. Tell me something cool you've accomplished or done or want to. I'd love to hear it. I'm here for you. Gonna motivate each other. Positivity. Don't be shy. Okay. All right. Till tomorrow. Okay. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Okay. Hold on. Finish. There it is.